Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing wonderful. Today, you probably clicked on this video because you needed some cleaning motivation, and I've definitely got you covered in this one. We've got tons of stuff going on, and I'm going to be sharing some new cleaning products with you, as well as a new cordless vacuum that is awesome and super powerful. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of deep cleaning, a little bit of spring type cleaning, and as you can see these clips, I've just got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm going to be getting it all cleaned up, so hopefully it does motivate you. I've also got a ton of behind the scenes in this one, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to the very end to see those. You guys love those, and if you're new here, I do behind the scenes at the end of my videos where I just show clips and outtakes from the filming process, and you guys really like them, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you are new and you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to do that, and it's free for you, and it just helps to notify you when I do upload new cleaning videos. So whether you have me up on the TV cleaning with you today or you're just watching to relax, I'm happy to have you here, and I hope you leave feeling motivated, and I hope you enjoy this video. We're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so you guys know I've shared my bucket method in many videos, but in case you missed it or you're new here, I highly recommend getting like a collapsible type bin like I have here, or just any sort of basket, or even just a box will really work, but I really like the collapsible ones because they store easy. And I bring that into a room, and the first thing I do is go through and just get any trash and anything that does not belong in the room, and I take it out of the room. This helps keep you on track and keep you inside of that room, because if you're anything like me, if you leave the room, you're going to get distracted. So I highly recommend using this method. It is very, very helpful. So the first thing that I did was take the trash and anything that didn't belong out. And now I'm going to work on these toys. They're starting to overtake my living room. So I knew it was time to get some of these out of here. I do use the bag method, and I've talked about this a lot too, but I have these clear bags and I keep his toys in those bags, and we bring out one bag at a time. However, he has a lot of big toys as well, just because he's a boy, I think, and he has like a lot of big tractors and things, and they're all in this basket, and it was starting to like overflow. So I'm taking them and putting them in his toy box. I do keep this in the living room, and this is where I keep his bigger toys, and then I put all of his smaller toys in those clear bags, and then those are in his closet, and he gets one out at a time. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I am going to go in and I'm going to wipe down all my furniture, and then I am also going to be conditioning my leather. I talked about this in I think my last video, or maybe the one before that. I cleaned my leather couch with Castile soap, but I was talking to you guys about how I probably should have been conditioning my leather like way before now, but it's okay because I'm doing it now. I found this on Amazon, and it had good reviews. They said it smelled good and it worked good, and I really do like it. It smells citrusy, and it leaves my leather so shiny. So I've been using this about once a week. I don't know if that's overdoing it, or I don't know like what it says to do. I'm very bad at reading instructions, and it's so quick and easy, and it just shines my leather up really nicely and moisturizes it. So I am doing it now, so that's all that matters. So now when I do clean with the Castile soap, I will go in after and condition it as well. And this stuff was pretty inexpensive. I got it on Amazon.
I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it on.
So as I am doing this voiceover, we have a river flood warning and we have a winter storm warning. We had tornado warnings 2 days ago. The weather here is insane. We also have a cold weather warning. It's like, what is going on, winter? It is so like bipolar. So it's going to be like 4 degrees in like 2 nights, I think. So that's going to be fun. We're supposed to get snow, which I am looking forward to it. I hope we do get some snow. Last time they were calling for like 8 inches of snow, and we barely got a dusting. So it was a little disappointing. So I really do hope we get a good snow so we can go sledding and we can go play in it. And then we will be done with snow for the year. We will be ready for warmer temps after that. But the kids already have school canceled for tomorrow. This morning they had a 1-hour delay, and they are very excited about that. And then spring break is coming up, so they'll get a whole week off. It's been a good time around here. But yeah, it's supposed to start snowing in the next couple of hours, and I'm really excited, and the kids are really excited as well. But after the snow, like I said, I'm totally ready for warmer weather. I need some vitamin D. I need to get out of this house. I'm ready to open up my windows. I've opened them a few times this winter when we've had a weird warm day, but we haven't had a whole lot of those. But I like to open my windows and get some fresh air. I found these 2 new scents from Walmart from the Better Homes and Garden line. These are like $1.98 or something like that, and I love these 2 scents. And you guys, that's one of my most often asked questions, is like, what are my favorite Scentsy scents and things like that. The kitchen herb and the sea salt and sage are amazing. I highly recommend them. The sea salt and sage is a little bit more masculine. I typically don't love masculine scents, but I do love this one. And the kitchen herb is just like a very clean, fresh smell, and it smells really strong and really good. I love those. So run to Walmart and get you some.
Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
So you guys know I've recently talked about my favorite way to clean my blinds is with a vacuum. It's like the only way to do it now. I've tried many different ways. The quickest and easiest way is to do it with a vacuum. And so I'm using my new cordless vacuum to vacuum my blinds, and I'm going to share with you guys all about what vacuum that is right now. I want you guys to check out my new cordless vacuum. It's the Z30 from the Dreamy Z series. This thing is packed with power. One of my favorite features is the light on the floor head that reveals hidden dust and pet hair. I thought my floors were clean, and then I turned this thing on and I saw everything that it picked up, and it was actually kind of terrifying. Now let's talk about the suction power. It has 310 AW suction power. What does that mean, you ask? Well, basically it means that it's insanely strong. It works great on carpet. The higher the air watts, the more powerful the suction, and 310 is next level. It picks up everything from fine dust to pet hair and even kitty litter with zero effort. And speaking of pet hair, this vacuum comes with a dog grooming attachment, and if you have a shedding dog, this will save your life. Bailey was being a good sport and letting me use her as an example. I've seen those dog grooming machines that just vacuum and groom your pet. Those are usually around like $100 to $150, and they only do that. But this does that and everything else. The dusting tool makes cleaning car interiors and baseboards effortless, and spring cleaning is coming. It's right around the corner, so having a vacuum like this makes it so much easier to clean, and it saves you a ton of time. I even used it on my upholstered chair. It works great. So if you have an upholstered couch, this would make your life so much easier. Speaking of attachments, it comes with a soft roller head, which you can use for hard flooring. It's gentle yet super effective. It has this under furniture tool. It's a total game changer. You just put it on and it lets you clean away under couches and beds, and you don't even have to move them, which is literally life-changing. Of course, I had to test it on the stairs, and the lightweight cordless design made it so easy. There's no more dragging a bulky vacuum up and down and worrying about finding a plug. The battery lasts for 90 minutes, which means I can clean my entire house in one go, and I don't have to stop to recharge it, and I don't have to worry about plugging it in. Now, here's the best part. You guys can enjoy the launch price of only $499.99, plus when you use my code, you can get an extra 5% off. But you have to act fast because they're only offering this from February 21st to March 9th. So if you've been searching for a powerful, cordless, pet-friendly vacuum, this one is the one. It's still affordable. It's from Dreamy, which is a brand that I love and trust. And it's comparable to a well-known, very, very expensive brand. It has the same amount of suction power as that one, and I can attest to it because I own that one, but it's literally half the price. And shout out to Dreamy for sponsoring today's video. I have been a huge fan of them for years. I've tried several of their products, and I would consider them to be like a high-end brand, but still a budget-friendly brand at the same time. But I have a lot of confidence in their products. I've always loved everything that I've ever tried from them. This vacuum is really great. And some things that I didn't mention in those clips was that it does have like auto settings. So it has like low, auto, and then turbo. So basically you can do the low if you're just wanting to conserve the battery, and then you could put it on auto, and that will, like when I'm vacuuming, if it detects like a lot of pet hair or dirt in that area, it will automatically shift to the turbo and the suction power will go up. So that just kind of makes it like thinkless. You don't even have to think about it. and the turbo is so powerful that you can literally vacuum straight carpets on it. I've taken this thing upstairs and done like the bedroom carpets, and it will actually lift the carpet away from the pad. It's that powerful. So that is like phenomenal. I have yet to try another cordless vacuum besides the really expensive one we all know that can do that, especially not one in this price bracket. So definitely check it out. I will have it linked below, but I definitely give it a 10 out of a 10. If you are in the market for a cordless vacuum, I would recommend this one. Now we're moving into my kitchen. As you can see, it is a mess. At least to me, it is a mess, and we're going to go into more about that in a minute. But this to me is very stressful, and I know we're all different and we can all tolerate different levels of what's messy, but you guys are going to have to chime in the comments below. We need to have this discussion. I talked a little bit about this recently, and I had like 99.9% of you all completely agreed with me. I had one lady who disagreed with me respectfully, and I did see her point. However, I don't think she understood exactly what I was talking about. But if you are on TikTok, have you all seen these women that are making so much money and they're getting millions of views? I'm talking like multi-million views. They're making bank with their filthy homes. And I just need to make it very clear. When I say filthy, I'm talking about these women are they're sleeping on mattresses covered in urine and feces. There's urine and feces on the wall. The toilets haven't been cleaned in years. There's mold growing in the refrigerator. The floors are covered in animal feces, and I mean, like, you can't see the floor because there's trash everywhere. That's what I'm talking about. And I am somebody who I would consider myself a not very opinionated person. I would consider myself to be very open-minded. I really like to see all sides of things. I love and value other people's points of views on things. Even if I strongly feel a certain way about something, I love to hear why somebody strongly disagrees with me for certain things. If they can do it respectfully, obviously, which is very rare. But anyways, because I genuinely want to know why people think the way they do. I am getting off track here, but basically, I'm just trying to say that I'm typically a very open-minded person, but when it comes to this, I am not open-minded at all, because that is unacceptable. And there's people defending these women saying, well, you know, you've never been down on hard times, or you've never been depressed or whatever. Yes, I have been depressed. Okay. I've been poor. I've had no money to my name. I have been extremely depressed. I've went through postpartum depression. I've had just regular depression. I have never once in my life let my house get that way. And I don't think that it's okay to allow your kids to live in filth. There is a difference between your house being messy and your house being filthy. And then there are women on TikTok coming on there and showing what what a lived in messy house looks like. And that is totally acceptable. There's crumbs on the floor. There's stuff all over the countertops. They haven't made the beds. The trash is full and needs to be taken out. That sort of thing. That is normal. That is normal messy. Is that messier than what I would let my house get to on most days? Yes. But is it still normal and totally fine and I'm not going to judge them? Yes, absolutely. But filthy is an entirely different subject. So you guys will have to chime in the comments below and let me know what you think. If you've seen those videos, let's talk about it. If you haven't, I highly recommend you go give it a look before you chime in, because you really have to see the extent of this before you can give an opinion, because I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. But all of that to say, we all have different levels of what we consider messy. A lot of people will come onto my channel or onto like this video in particular and say, girl, that's not messy at all. That's like my house clean. And that's fair. And then other people will come on and say, yeah, you've really let your house go. Like, that's unlike you. And it's all, everybody is different. But to me, this is very messy and I don't like it. I can't stand it. One thing about me, and a way that it is easier for me to keep up on my house, is that I'm constantly cleaning. If I go into a room and something needs to be picked up or wiped down, I do it. If there's something on the stairs that needs to be taken upstairs, when I'm going up there, I take it and I put it away. If I'm in the kitchen and I see that somebody has spilt some powder from when they made breakfast in the morning, on the counter, I wipe it up. Just like in these clips right here, I'm doing the silverware drawer. I was putting away dishes and I realized that it was really getting out of control. There was a lot of crumbs. There was a lot of trash in here, which always amazes me how there ends up being so much trash in here. But so I just took the opportunity to clean it real quick. And honestly, in reality, it took me maybe 10 minutes to clean this drawer, you guys. And in a 24-hour period of time, and let's say we're awake for 12 hours-ish, literally 10 minutes. What is 10 minutes? You can do it. If you're somebody who really struggles with keeping up on things, that's the way my mind works. And so that's the only way I can help you. I've said this in my last video too, though. We're all different, and it's okay. You don't have to be as clean and organized as I am. But if you are striving to be better and do better, that's the way my mind works. If I'm in a room and I see it, I just do it. And also, I think this will literally take me 15 minutes just to get it done. Or if it's a bigger project, then I make it my goal for the day. If that's the only thing I do that day, but I make it a goal for my day. And so those are just some little tips to help you. But yeah, there's definitely a difference between lived in and messy and filthy. But let me know what you guys think.
Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know? I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're.
So this is my newer dishwasher because my original one broke during this deployment, like everything else in this house. And I do love my new one, so I'm not really complaining, although it wasn't something I was wanting to spend money on at the time, but here we are. But I do love this dishwasher. I actually like it more than the original one. But I have never changed the filter in it, and so I was checking it to see, and it was actually really clean still, shockingly, because I've been using this dishwasher for a couple of months. So I don't think that's actually normal. I feel like the other one got gross within like a few weeks. But anyways, I was just checking it and it didn't need cleaned, so I didn't clean it. But look all this trash that came out of that drawer. What is wrong with my kids? Tell me I'm not the only one. I think they cut open things over that drawer because that's where we keep the scissors. So I think they go get the scissors and they cut things open over that drawer and then they just leave the trash in it. Tell me I am not the only one. It drives me insane. Kids, man, they are like, I know one day I'm going to miss this. I know it. But right now, they drive me up the wall, okay? They are ridiculous. They get something out and they just don't put it away. My middle child is the worst at this. She loves to have friends over. She's a social butterfly. And when her friends come over, they are into everything, which is fine. It's great. I'm happy to see her playing. However, she's in one thing, 10 minutes later, she's in another, 10 minutes later, she's in another. And I have stuff everywhere. It is maddening.
River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone.
I went ahead and decided to put my stove grates in the sink as well, so I'm just spraying them down and letting them soak with some Dawn Power Wash for a little bit, and then I put hot water in there and let them soak, and then I did clean them later off camera. I didn't film it, and as I was filling up the sink, I meant to fill it up over the grates so that they could soak, and I accidentally turned the water off, and I realized that later. So later I did fill it up with water, let them soak in that hot soapy water for a while, and then I cleaned them and then I put them back. But again, I didn't film that for whatever reason. I think it was just my ADHD and I got off track. For some reason, my brain just can't do too many things at once. Also, right here, you see that white thing underneath of the gold drying rack? One of my Instagram subscribers and longtime subscribers here as well actually shared that with me one day. I was doing, because I do like day in the life content over on my Instagram stories, and she was talking to me about, I was actually rearranging my kitchen that day, I get wild hairs and I go crazy sometimes. But anyways, she actually said she had one of those like drying stones. I didn't even know they were a thing. And I purchased it immediately and I love it. And I don't know why. It's like the silliest little thing, but I love it and I want to recommend it to everybody. First of all, you don't have to set the drying rack on top of it. You can literally just put that on your counter and then you can use it as a drying rack for like your tumblers or things that you hand wash frequently. I just have the drying rack on it because I love that drying rack and I think it's pretty, but I can't just put the drying rack on the counter or the water will just seep onto my countertop, which makes zero sense. So having that little stone drying mat on there is not only aesthetically pleasing, but it also is functional. And if I ever want to take the drying rack off, I can just leave it there. And they come in different colors too. But I liked the white color. But yeah, I highly recommend getting one of those. I'm going to try and remember to link it. But if I do forget to link it, absolutely ask me and I will send you the link to the one that I have. I got it on Amazon. They're inexpensive, but it literally just sucks the water right up. They're great. And then they're so much better than like the drying towels or the drying mats that you can get. And again, I didn't even know these were a thing, but I'm like so happy that they are and I love mine.
I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, to feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone.
Do you guys remember when YouTube cleaning videos were a newer thing and this method grapefruit was like all of the rage? I had an old bottle in my cleaning supplies and I've been trying to use up my cleaning supplies over the last like year. I've really been trying to get rid of things and that's what I'm doing with this. I found it in there and I was like, oh yeah, I used to love this and I got out. I think it stinks. I don't know if just like my taste has changed or maybe it's this particular bottle, but I'm not a fan. I wouldn't repurchase anytime soon. It just doesn't smell very good to me, but I am going to use it up because it does clean well. I do like it as a cleaner. I just don't think it smells all that great. But do you guys remember that? Do you remember Grove Collaborative? That was huge. And Mrs. Myers was huge. And then the Method, all of the Method stuff was a big deal.
River's gonna cry when you're, river's gonna cry when you're gone. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Can you guys believe that my hanky is going to be 4 years old? As I'm doing this voiceover, it'll be next week, but when you guys are watching this video, I think it will be like 2 days after this video goes live. His birthday is February 27th, so whichever day this goes live, you'll know. His birthday, he's going to be 4. I'm so sad about it, to be honest with you. I just feel like they lose their like babiness at that age and they start to really grow up. He'll always be my baby, obviously, but I'm so sad. Like, it is heartbreaking to me. But yeah, he's going to be 4. I cannot believe it. But we are actually going to be driving to Indiana, which is where we're from and where we're building our house. And we've got some work to do. We're meeting with our builder and we've got some stuff to do with the house. But we're also going to celebrate his birthday while we're up. And we're actually going to go to the aquarium. And I think he's really going to like that. There's like a big aquarium there. And the last time we went, Kinsley was his age, which is crazy. And they had like a stingray exhibit where you could like pet them and stuff. It was really cool. So I think he's going to love it, and I'm really excited for him. But that's what we'll be doing for his birthday, and that's fun for him too because he'll get to spend it with some family and all of that. But we're looking forward to that trip. And if you are a subscriber of mine on Instagram, then you'll be going along with us for that. So there's that option if you want it. Of course, you don't have to, but just throwing it out there, it is an option. If you do like me, you vibe with me or whatever, and you want more of me, you can subscribe to me on Instagram. It's $4.99 a month, and I'm on there almost every single day. I do typically take weekends off. Occasionally I come on there if I have something good to share, but I kind of just do like day in the life content, show you what I'm doing every day, that sort of thing. Get a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, just more personal stuff. It's more just like on a personal level. But that's where I share all about like our house process and everything. They've already seen the floor plan, the house, all the stuff. So if you're interested in that and want to follow along for our journey, you can go over there and subscribe to me. And if you can't afford it or it's not your thing or whatever, that's totally fine. I will share things here as well. It won't be as much or as often, but I will share. So don't worry, I'm not going to keep you guys in the dark completely. You might have noticed that these clips are filmed by somebody. Somebody was holding the camera and filming them, and it was Maddie. I said, "You're here. Why don't you just help me?" And it makes it so much easier not having to move the tripod around. So I just had her be my little videographer. You'll see some behind the scenes clips of that. So definitely don't click out yet because that is coming. But anyways, I noticed when I put my trash can back that something white fell from it. I didn't notice that obviously when I put it back. I only noticed it when I was editing the footage. So I don't know what happened there, but if you see it, just know I didn't know. I guess I eventually found it. I don't know because it's not there now. Also, I am using the spin mop because I typically use my vac mop, but I like to change it up from time to time just because it's fun to change things up. But also I like this because I can get up onto the baseboards. I can go up onto the walls if I need to. So I get just a little bit better clean when I do it this way. And if you want to know what I used in my mop water, I actually just used a teaspoon of powdered Tide. It smells amazing and it does a really good job.
Stressing in the morning, I gotta keep up with life. Got no regrets, I count my blessings, but I'm still getting no sleep at night. Getting out of the house, I heard an eagle in the top of a tree. I had chills and I got a feeling it was saying something to me. I'm calling my father, telling him all the things that I'm bangs and the crashes on the way to my dreams. Although I'm a mother, I could need some advice, a little pat on.
I was actually filming all of this on Valentine's Day, so I had the kids in little Valentine's treats set up on this table, and they had each gotten to open them when they got home from school. And so I was just cleaning up the aftermath of that. They were kind of going through, Kinsley had her box from her little Valentine's Day party at school, and she was going through her treats there, and Bubba was, of course, up in there seeing what he could get his little paws on. There's also something funny here. You want to stay tuned for behind the scenes to see what I found here as I was cleaning. I found something and it was pretty funny. But also I meant to mention this earlier when I was cleaning the kitchen, but okay, so when your kids have like holiday parties at school, it's so fun for them and I'm so excited for them, but I hate when they come home with all these little freaking trinkets. What do we do with the trinkets? I'm going to be honest, I let them enjoy them for like a day or two, and then if I find them laying around, they go in the trash. Don't tell my kids, but what do you do with all the trinkets? I don't enjoy all of the junk, like all of the little poppets and the little whistles and the little slap bracelets and the little stress balls and the little fidget things. There's just too many of them and I hate them, and they overtake my house. So what do you do with them? Maybe somebody has a genius plan that I haven't thought of, but in case you were wondering what I do, I let them play with them for a little bit, but the second that I see them on the floor or somewhere they're not supposed to be, I throw them away.
Long bumpy ride. Always going forward, and no one is stopping me. I keep on running. and miseries. Everything is as it should, but when then will there be light? I feel like I'm dreaming of symphonies, but I'll keep writing lullabies.
You haven't noticed my voice seems to be going out. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm not sick or anything, but I am going to go ahead and end this voiceover here. But I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the description box. I'll have a link for this cordless vacuum and anything else that I mentioned in here. If I did forget to link anything, of course, you can always ask me and I will happily send you the link if I have it. Don't click out. Behind the scenes are coming. Don't forget to chime in the comments and let me know what you think about those cleaning videos if you've seen them or if you haven't seen them. Go check them out and then come back and let me know. But commenting, keep that conversation going. That helps my videos and I love to engage with you guys. So please, please do it. Don't ever hesitate to leave me a comment. I love, love, love reading comments from you guys. I love engaging with you guys and chit-chatting and getting to know you. So definitely don't hesitate to do that. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share my videos with friends and family that you think might like them. Any sort of engagement whatsoever helps support me and it's totally free for you guys to do. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day and I will see you in my next video.
Poor thing.
It's okay. You did good job, baby. Okay.
It's still recording.
Hold that. I know I have it on there. You want to pull that out and then get this out of here.
Oh, this is like 4 dogs. Yeah, more.
Okay, you watch this and make sure it looks good.
Wow, that thing's strong.
I might have to have you hold this, but I want a good clip of where it should angle from up, down, like an aerial view.
Like this?
Yes, just like that. Hold still. Come here. Come here, Super Bear. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you're gonna be the star of the show.
Let me see the shot. Okay.
I'm just cleaning everything up.
Not my blocks.
No, you can keep your blocks.
Really strong.
Let me see. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Take these to that table so Mommy can clean. Hold on to them. And I'll carry this box. And I'm gonna, oops. It's wet. And I'll carry you, okay? We're gonna go over to the other table. Ready? Oh, okay. See, that is a funny looking dude. His eyes are big.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but his eyes are scary and his mouth is scary.
Yeah, he is a little scary. Now, you can stand up and just get what you think looks good. I want some close and some of me. Just try not to move a whole lot.
Okay. When you move from this area, I'll go closer. Okay, I have socks on. Is that okay?
Yeah.
They gonna really be complimenting on you on your feet. Okay, where you want me to be this?
Right under this island right here. Stand up and just get me doing this whole table area. Okay, cut. Alright. Go ahead. Your hat and this up. Here, you need to go. You don't have underwears, or you don't have pants on. Here, I'm gonna give you this to
Mom, let's see what's
take it
inside.
in the kitchen. Oh, you okay, honey? Sorry, it's not even supposed to be in here.
This?
Kenzie, you have to do better with your lunchbox. I just found my Valentine's Day present. Super good hiding job. Apparently he got himself some beard and face lotion and some M&Ms too. Go out of here. You guys don't need to be anywhere near me. Go.
Living room. Oh, in the living room. No,
Go, Henry. Kitchen or living room. If you could do me a favor and pop these balloons, there's that one and there's a green one behind the coffee table in the living room.
What?
The end table, there's a green one.
What?
Hensley, can you really not hear me?
What?
There's a green balloon in the living room behind the end table and this one. Can you please pop them and throw them away? Thank you very much.
Put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.